Welcome. This is your host, Daniel Hanzelka, and what I'm about to share with you today is what the top 6.9% of elite advisors do to be successful. Which you're going to see that it's absolutely possible to grow your business by simply applying some of the things that these top advisors do. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I want to get right into the training. Now, first of all, we need to know who is this for. So this is for you if you make living from your expertise, knowledge, or wisdom in the financial industry. If you use that knowledge to get people some kind of valuable results. And if you can genuinely help your clients, but for some reason, up to this point, you have been struggling to get new clients, this is for you. If you start every week wondering where your clients are coming from, have some months where cash flows, but other months where you just wonder where it's going to come from, or if you are frustrated and overwhelmed and busy doing a lot of activities but feeling like you're getting nowhere. And finally, this is for you if you struggle to break even and have hit a ceiling and don't know how to have a breakthrough. In the next 45 minutes, we are going to look into what the top elite advisors do to be successful. Top advisors know where they are in their business and where they want to take their business to. They are focused on one specific niche market. They have systems to reach that market, and they know that they can't do it on their own. The reason I'm here today speaking with you is because I'm a former advisor myself. I was in the financial industry for over 18 years, so I know the struggle and challenges advisors face every day. I did what everyone told me to do to move my business ahead. I thought I had become an advisor so that I could have the lifestyle that I wanted and would have time to spend with my family and do the things that I wanted to do. But instead, I realized I was sacrificing the things in my life that were important to me. So I obtained my CFP designation thinking this would move my business ahead and it would bring the type of business that I wanted to have. So I obtained my CFP designation thinking this would move my business ahead and that it would bring me more business my way. I spent thousands of dollars attending seminars and buying courses. I did what everyone said to do, like networking, speaking, seminars, blogging, Facebook, Twitter, and even wrote a book. But no matter what I did, I was not getting the results that I desired. Something was still missing. So about 5 years ago, I gave up my CFP and began to study and learn about the one thing I have not been told to do when I became an advisor, and that was marketing. I spent a lot of money over the years finding out what didn't work. Now I was determined to find out what did. Today, I train financial advisors on the thing they need to know to grow their business so they can have the lifestyle that they want. I have become the guy that I wish had been there for me when I was struggling in my business. I'm teaching what no one else is teaching out there because I've been there and now I know what's missing. Over the years, talking with hundreds of advisors, there is one problem that keeps emerging, and it's the same problem I encountered years ago. I will share that problem a little later and tell you the solution as well. But first, let's look at the 3 things that a business needs to be successful. Let's start looking at the 3 things that you need in order to have an extraordinary business. And then we will talk about what top advisors do to have these 3 things in their business. The first thing you need to do in your business is to optimize your income so you can make the type of money you want to make. The second thing is to optimize your freedom and your lifestyle, because having all of the money in the world isn't going to be any good to you if you don't have the time to spend doing the things that you want to do and that are important for you. And then finally, you need to optimize your impact. Now, often this is the most important of the 3, because you can have all the money in the world and you can have all the freedom in the world to enjoy it, but you really need to feel great about the difference that you're making in the lives of your clients and the people that you love. So a great business really needs to optimize all 3 of these: income, freedom, and impact. Because if you only optimize two, you're going to notice that there's something missing and you're going to start to sabotage your business. So when one of these three are left out, there is one of the three mistakes that may occur that may ruin your business. The first mistake is that advisors will create the starving advisor. These advisors have some form of freedom in their lives, and they are making an impact in their business and other people's lives, but they are just not generating the ideal income that they desire to live the life that they really want. If this is you, I know what it's like. I had a great relationship with my clients and those close to me, but struggled bringing in the income that I needed. A business cannot survive if there is not enough money coming in. The second mistake creates an advisor who is like a hostage in their own business. This is someone who's making okay money and they are making an impact on the world by helping their clients, but their business is holding them hostage. They don't have enough time and freedom to do the things that they really want to do. The third mistake creates the purposeless advisor. This is someone who has a great income and freedom to do the things that they want, but they're not making an impact. They are just in it for the money. I work best with advisors that are looking to optimize all three of these so they can have thriving business. So let's find out what the top 6.9% of top advisors do to have more income, more freedom, and make bigger impact. The first thing top advisors do is they know where they are in their business. The truth is that most advisors struggle in their business because they do not know what they need to do. Every business goes through a number of stages: startup stage, growth stage, and maturity stage. And the stage you are in will determine what you need to be doing in your business to help you grow. If you don't do everything that needs to be done in that stage, you will continue to struggle. There are certain steps that you need to take to be successful. Without the basics in place, you will always be struggling in your business. And what many advisors lack is the clarity and knowledge about the stage in their business and what is it that they need to do and need to be doing right now. So in order to help advisors to know where they are, I have developed a model. The model we developed to help advisors know exactly where they are in their business is the 7-figure reset roadmap. The 7-figure reset roadmap not only tells you what stage you're in at, but also shows you the step you need to take to move to the next stage. The 4 stages that are crucial to grow any business are attract, convert, amplify, and impact. Every business begins in a startup stage. There's a certain amount of excitement when you start your business. There are many opportunities and possibilities when you start out, but there's also some fears of the unknown and not knowing what you need to do. What I often see is advisors starting their business without knowing the steps they need to take to move ahead. Without a clear strategy to know where you are and where you are going, you will become stressed, frustrated, and overwhelmed. You will end up being pulled in many directions, trying to do it all, trying to be everything to everyone. You will spend tons of money trying to get help only to find out that none of it seems to be working. Without a clear path, you will not know who your clients are or where the next one will come from. You'll be broke, struggling to pay bills every month, and end up just trying to survive. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're struggling? Are you trying to be all things to all people? Do you feel like your clients are undefined and you don't know where they're coming from or just can't seem to ahead? Wherever you are just starting out or are a seasoned in business, everyone needs to be focusing on certain things to ensure that your business will continue to grow. These things are the foundation of your business, and without them, your business will struggle or not grow at the pace that it could. By following these steps, your business can grow exponentially. One of the first things you need to do is to build your authority. It is no longer prevalent just to be generalist in today's marketplace. In order to succeed, you need to be unique and stand out from your competition. Become a specialist, the person that people can go to because they know that you are an expert and you can help them solve their problem. In order to become that authority, you need to know who your ideal client is and what is the problem that you solve for them. When you know these things, you can focus on having a steady flow of ideal leads who would be your ideal clients for you. Because you will know who your ideal client is and the problem you solve for them, you will be able to attract the right clients who would really like to work with you, making it easier to convert them and make money that you want. So if you are at this stage, you should not be focusing on anything else. You should not be focusing on seminars, writing books, or your website or anything else. Although these things are important, you first need to focus on attracting the right leads for you and converting them into clients so you can earn the income that you deserve. To do this, you need to position yourself as an authority. These things will give you the foundation of your business so you can grow and move to the next step. Unfortunately, what I often see is that many advisors never leave this survival stage because they are too busy trying to do everything else and don't take the time to build the foundation for their business that they need. Once you have the foundation of your business in place, you have built your authority, you are generating some leads and converting them to clients, and starting to make some money, you are ready to move to the next level. At this level, you start to believe that this could actually work and that you can make this happen. You will begin to break even because you have some level of profitability and you finally know who your ideal clients are. You're still at the point of getting more of the right leads, converting them to clients, and positioning yourself as an authority. But you're still a bit frustrated because there is still something that's not working for you in your business. You are working with some of your ideal clients, but it's still inconsistent. At this level, you still need to focus on things you implemented in the previous level. But now, you need to begin to put processes, systems, and strategies in place. You need to launch a simple lead generation strategy to attract the right leads and convert them into clients on a consistent basis. Putting systems in place will get you to where you are going faster and more efficiently, so your business can grow and become more stable. At the next level, you are consistently working with your right clients and implementing your processes, systems, and strategies. Things are finally starting to click, and your business has become sustainable. You start to get control over yourself and control over your business. You have a real breakthrough in your business financially because of the income you are generating. At this level, it is time to remove a lot of the manual things you are doing and implement automation across your entire business. When you implement automation, you can leverage and amplify your business and take it to the next level. Now that you have automated your business, you are ready to scale and take your business to where you really want it to be. Scale is all about ambition. It's about looking at the possibilities. It's about hiring the right people, leveraging your team, sales model, outsourcing, and getting others to do what you don't enjoy doing. It's exploring the possibilities of partnership. And scaling is all about making an impact in other people's lives, such as your clients or family, and making an impact in the world. It's about breaking free in your finances and having the freedom to do the things that you want to do whenever you want to do them. After all, isn't this the reason everyone starts a business? To have the freedom to do whatever you want? Unfortunately, just so you know, very few advisors ever achieve a real freedom. Why? Because freedom doesn't just happen. It takes work. It's not something that just comes by having your own business. Having your own business does not mean you can do whatever you want whenever you want it. It doesn't work that way. Even though attaining freedom isn't easy, it doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means that you need to have a plan. Freedom is attainable. All you need to know how to do it. This is the map of $1 million practice. So, where are you on this roadmap? The top 6.9% know exactly where they are. It's so important that you take the time to identify where you are right now. Be really honest with yourself, because progress always begins with revealing the truth to yourself. If you don't know exactly where you are, then you will have an extremely difficult time getting to where you want to go. When you know where you are in these stages, you will know the things you need to focus on. If you focus on the wrong things at the wrong time, there is a very high possibility that your business will not survive. Now, be okay with wherever level you are at. Notice that there is no timeline. This is not designed to restrict your success or to slow you down. It's designed to inform you on your progress, because you need to master the skills at each level before you move to the next. So, have you figured out how you are going to get past the survival mode? If you've been in survival mode for more than 6 to 8 months, when you have a really serious problem, you have to figure things out. When you know where you are, you can take the time to master it and play full out at that level. The second thing top advisors do is that they have a niche. One of the most powerful strategies for getting more profitable clients is to market to a niche. Experts and top advisors agree on that the biggest mistake financial advisors make is they do not have one specific niche market. By having a niche market, you will differentiate yourself from everyone else and attract the right clients to work with. Now, there are many benefits of having a niche market. First, you will not be competing with every advisor who is out there, because with a niche, you are serving a select group of people. You will also become more visible, and people will know where to find you. Your clients will now be dealing with a specialist who knows their specific problem, and you will become more referable because your clients will be able to tell others exactly what you do and who you deal with. You will be having more fun because you will find the people that like working with you and that you love to work with. Now, the world has changed. If you want to build $1 million practice, you must have a niche. If you compete for everything, you're going to win nothing. What the 6.9% of top advisors know is that in order to have a growing business, you must have a niche market. You may have heard the expression, riches are in a niches. Well, when you look at a very single industry that is out there, from information technology, physicians, even in our industry, you may have noticed that people are becoming specialists. Top advisors realize that they need to have a niche market so they don't become a commodity. The average advisor that is a generalist is on the brink of extinction. This is happening because people want to deal and work with specialists. One of the most important decisions you need to make if you want to be and stay successful in our industry is to have a niche market. If you are not positioned as an authority, then you are trying to be everything to everyone, and really, you're going to end up being nothing to nobody. And that is the case for many advisors today. Unfortunately, many advisors fear that by focusing into a niche, they will narrow down the base of potential clients to the point where they will no longer be able to grow their business. They think, if I can't grow my business among millions of prospects by working with anyone, how can I grow my business by committing to working with a narrower group or just a few hundred or thousand? Yet the opposite is true. Casting the net wider may lead to more potential leads, but few will become actual clients. The advisor who works with anyone runs the risk of losing clients to a specialist who are more clearly suited to that particular client. By contrast, having a clear focus on target market clients ensures that if the advisor can get in front of that client in their niche, the fit will become perfect and the likelihood of getting clients is very high. Having a niche will help you to be clearly defined in working with people in that niche. That if you approach them and they approach you to work with you, there will be a natural conclusion because you have the solution specially designed for them. Now, there are 3 ways to choose a niche market. The first is to clone your best clients. If you already have clients, then review your current client database and see who you would love to work with if you had the opportunity to work with them, and then clone that client so they'd be perfect person to look for. You love to work with them and they love to work with you, and they don't mind paying you and buying the services that you provide. The second is to create your best clients. If you don't have past clients, then just create an imaginary one. In this method, you create your clients who would you love to work with if you had the opportunity to. Here, you get to dream and be creative. Now, you can use this method if you already are working with clients and you just want to change who you work with in the future. The third method is what I call look in the mirror. One of the best ways to identify your ideal clients is to look at the people that are just like you. If you're an advisor that has changed careers, meaning you entered the financial services arena after many years in other career, this can be a no-brainer to pursue the people with whom you worked with before. Having 2 or more careers in the past has given you distinct advantages. You have gained the expertise in that field. This means you know the psychographics, demographics, and unique challenges of that market. This is why I work primarily with financial advisors myself, as I was an advisor for 18 years. This can be the quickest way to build an authority in that given market. If you're not a career changer, you can still niche down to a particular occupation group. What is in your past that you can use to connect with prospective clients? What does your parents, spouse, or siblings, friends do for a living? This person can give you some insights and introduce you to that niche. What are some of the occupations that you've always been interested in? This will lead you to your niche. So how do you niche? Well, let's take a look at niche number 1. Niche number 1 is occupation, job title, or industry. One of the best and easiest way to choose your niche is to work with clients in specific occupation, job title, or industry. You can position yourself as an authority in given industry or occupation or job description. For example, you can work with dentists or doctors or teachers, CEOs, small business owners in the information technology industry. This will allow you to know who you are looking for and where to find them. You will also become the authority and expert they're looking for. You will know exactly what their main concerns are and how you as an advisor can help them resolve these problems or concerns they may have. Here are a few examples of what other advisors have done. Take a look at dentist advisors at dentistadvisors.com. This is a really good example of a great niche. They have made it very clear of how they are different, who they work with, and how they can help dentists and specialists with their needs. You could do the same with other professions. Here's another example of finding a great niche. Larson Financial. As you can see, it is clear who they work with, as well as stating the problem and pain that most doctors have in not having enough time to plan for their future. And here is another example from Synergy Life Financial, who serve business owners that are blue-collar workers. Once again, they say who they serve and how they help them. You can literally make living off of any kind of niche, industry, occupation, or job description. When we started to work with our clients to help them build their authority and scale their business, the industry niche was the number one strategy we used. The industry niche is especially good to use when you are using LinkedIn because you can search for your ideal clients by occupation or the industry that they're in. LinkedIn has already done all the hard work for you. All you have to do is pick who you want to search for and go and find them. Niche number 2 is companies or organizations. When you work with companies, you can work with the employees. For examples, employees from IBM, GM, or Home Depot. You can become well-versed in particular company's healthcare, retirement plan, benefit package, and start to connect with those employees at a certain company, again, using LinkedIn. You can create free reports for people retiring in the next 5 years and start to look and book appointments based on that. You could also see if there is an employee newsletter and get important news information from that employer so that you can help the employees of that company. You can also begin asking a few employees for information about interviews and ask them what are their specific needs or wants. Then you could figure out the pros and cons of their current pension plans or packages. You can use this information in your marketing to make sure that you know who are the people that you want to deal with and position yourself as an expert in front of them. I know that there is someone in Orlando that's working with Disney employees. He created a PDF document and is using them to connect with his ideal clients using LinkedIn. So if you're interested in using company as your niche, look around in your area to see who is the largest employer and start to carve out that niche for yourself. You could make a name for yourself by offering free workshops and do networking where their employees network. Once you get the ball rolling, you can deliver a great value to your clients and you will become more referable for those clients working at that company. Now, this will take some time and energy, and you will need to go and study their pension plans and maybe do interviews with people that work for these companies to find out their kinds of pains and what they're looking for. Having a niche is really a powerful thing. It may not be easy, but if you start throwing your net small and do great targeted marketing, your net will get wider organically and naturally, just because you're that authority and that perceived expert in that niche. Now, niche number 3 is the product niche. If you are a brain specialist, you're not going to have people coming to you for heart surgery. But that's just fine because you're an expert in brain surgery. Whenever anyone needs something brain-related, you are the go-to person. The same idea applies to financial services. You can create a niche out of almost any financial or insurance product you can think of. Annuities, life insurance, long-term care, mutual funds, you name it. You can start to specialize on a particular financial product. You have tremendous positioning in your marketplace if you do that, which will allow you to deepen your target market perception of you as an authority on that market. You need to realize that the doors will start to open for you. Have you ever heard of Ben Feldman? Ben Feldman focused strictly on life insurance. When asked, how could you sell such an intangible product as life insurance? Ben Feldman responded, I do not sell life insurance. I sell money. I sell dollars for pennies apiece. My dollars cost 3 cents per dollar per year. He focused on life insurance and became one of the most successful insurance salesmen in the world. Primarily, he was an expert. He knew life insurance inside out because that was the only thing that he talked about. Here is another example of a product niche. Stan the Annuity Man. Stan the Annuity Man is closing tens of thousands of dollars of annuity premiums. He's an annuity specialist. By selling annuities only, he leaves a lot of life insurance and long-term care mutual funds and other stuff on a table. But he's fine with that. If you're doing the kind of premium he is, you would be fine with it too. You see, Stan is looked as the expert in annuities. And when people are looking for annuities, they know exactly who to go to. So the same thing can happen for you in a specific niche that you choose. For example, if you were to become a disability income specialist, then you would be looked at as an expert. When you start to position yourself as an authority, this will help you open all kinds of doors, and you will magnetically attract people to you. So a product-specific niche is a great way to build your authority. Now, if you combine niche number 1 and niche number 2 together, for an example, I help dentists protect their biggest assets they have, their ability to come to work. You could have a very specific and strong value positioning to provide to your clients. Niche number 4 is choosing different strategies. Over the years, I have seen advisors being really successful by focusing on strategies in their niche. You can create a proprietary strategy using existing products. For instance, you could have proprietary strategy or system of doing financial planning or asset planning. You can take life insurance, critical illness insurance, and long-term care and put it together as an income protection strategy. And you can use your own proprietary thing. People will gravitate toward you. You can focus on advanced estate planning, or you could become a tax expert using life insurance. One of my clients is an expert in cash flow planning for teachers. He has created a proprietary application to do his cash flow plan for his clients. He knows when he sits down with an ideal client, he can find $20,000 to $25,000 a year in cash flow that his clients are missing out on every year. And his application can show them all of this. There are a lot of cool things you can do just with a strategy alone. As I mentioned, you could always combine this with other strategies, like I'm a tax expert or advanced estate planner for IBM or doctors living in the state of Florida, or whatever that might be. More ideas than to focus on strategies like niches are life transitions or money in motion. Major life transitions such as marriage, divorce, being widowed, or having a child often require financial advice. You could be an expert that deals with women or men after a divorce. That might be a great niche. More difficult to find, but it's really specific. Another strategy would be money in motion. This could be retirement, inheritance, changing jobs, or selling a business. Again, if you take these and you combine them with the other niche markets that we talked about, you will have a very specific and powerful niche that is just for you. Niche number 5 is geographical niche. For geographic niche, you can choose a city, region, province, or state and become the go-to person for whatever area you pick. Keep in mind, you can combine some of these different niches. For example, you could be the go-to person for doctors in Ontario or state of Florida. So I want you to start thinking more and more on how you can create your own niche and who you really want to work with. Having a powerful niche is one of the best ways to differentiate yourself in any market. You really need to define your niche in order to get the results that you want. Often your niche will come by combining 2 or 3 of the niches that we talked about. This is what the top 6.9% of elite advisors do. They work with a specific niche market because the richest are in the niches. They are proud of that they only deal with a specific niche, and they are okay with leaving money on the table because that creates opportunities to partner up with other professionals that are also experts in their fields, and they can refer other clients too. The principle here is to focus on a small part of a large market and dominate it and then expand. It is the first step of having a proper lead generation system and having a solid lead conversion system. You know you have a great target market if they are easy to find, they're willing to talk to you, and you can provide them with what they want. Position yourself as an expert in one specific target market and give them what they really want. Now that you have picked a niche market, your messaging and marketing will be more effective because it affects everything you do. Everything you put out there in terms of marketing really comes down to this: how well you communicate your ability to transform your client's situation or problem in their life with confidence. That is the foundation of your success. From talking to hundreds of advisors, there is a common theme as to what they are being told to do. What all the gurus out there are telling advisors to do to grow their business and get more clients is to work on your website and you'll get more clients. Get business cards, go to networking events, cold call, post on Facebook and LinkedIn. Go live on Facebook, make videos for YouTube, post on YouTube, join groups, go on Snapchat and Twitter, write a book, do a podcast, do speaking engagement, go to your local chamber of commerce, create membership sites, create Facebook groups, get followers, go on Instagram, blog, and so on. And they're led to believe that if they do some or all of these things, they will be able to have people coming to them and begging for them to help them. Now, let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with doing these things at some point in your business, but those things are just the icing on the cake. Before you can do any of those things, you need to make the cake. You need to keep things simple. You're going to get overwhelmed and lose focus on what's really needs to be done. You need to lay the proper foundation for your business. If you try to do everything at once, you're going to be spending hours and hours and days being busy, but not focusing on taking care of your clients and bringing new clients into your business so it can grow. You're not going to be getting the results you need, and you will end up wasting your time. So from talking with advisors over the years and seeing them trying anything and everything out there to make their business grow, the one thing I discovered was that 97% of advisors I spoke to were struggling. It was literally feast to famine. And I had experienced that when I was an advisor. And the one problem that I saw that these advisors had, as well as I had, was that they had no reliable system to bring in high quality, consistent paying clients. In fact, most of them had no system at all. I began to search for the best lead generation system out there so that advisors could have a consistent flow of clients and money. What I discovered was LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is perhaps one of the most misunderstood ways of lead generation that is out there. Yet when understood, it is one of the most effective ways to get leads and convert them into clients. Like I said, those other things that advisors are being told are okay, but for later. If you do not have a consistent flow of leads and money coming into your business, then your business is going to fail. So the third thing that top 6.9% of top advisors do is they know where to get leads, and they have a system for getting those leads. Most advisors have no reliable system to bring a steady stream of consistent leads that they can provide their expertise to. The true shortcut to success is to model someone who has already done what you want to do and has a proven system that works. I believe that the best system for getting high quality leads today is LinkedIn. I have found that when used properly, LinkedIn is the most powerful way to connect with your target market, establish your authority, and give them massive value. LinkedIn is the system that we use. There are 4 simple steps to create clients on LinkedIn. The first step is to optimize your LinkedIn. Working with hundreds of advisors, I can tell you that most profiles on LinkedIn look like resumes. And it's not their fault because it was what LinkedIn was originally for and created. But things are changing, and the best way today to use LinkedIn is to turn your LinkedIn profile into a marketing tool to tell your target market how you can help them. Now, many marketing gurus tells you to optimize your profile. Start to post content on LinkedIn and then just wait until someone comes to you. Unfortunately, that is not enough. there is a better and faster way to use LinkedIn. So step number 2 is to build a list. The way you build a list using LinkedIn is to generate traffic yourself. You need to connect and engage with your ideal clients. This will create a steady stream of ideal prospects that you can turn into clients every week. As you connect and engage with your ideal prospects, you will build what I call the know, like, and trust factor. So step number 3 is to reach out to your ideal clients and schedule a meeting with them. Part of the system we help you create for your clients is for your prospects to come to you and schedule that meeting. And step number 4, you have a new client. The most important thing to remember is to build relationships with those you connect with on LinkedIn. So having a lead generation system is important, but only after you know who your ideal clients are, so you can go and find them on LinkedIn. You have to become specific and targeted in order to use LinkedIn. There is one final thing that top advisors do to be successful in their business, and that is they invest in a coach. Top advisors know and understand that working with a coach will accelerate their success. Speaking to hundreds of advisors, I found that many of them think that they have to do things on their own and that they are the only ones who are struggling. I was one of those advisors. I thought that as a financial advisor, I had to figure out things on my own. And for years, I tried to do things on my own. I spent thousands of dollars and hours of time working, going to networking events, paying to go to seminars and events, buying courses and trainings, only to be overwhelmed and frustrated, wondering why others were doing so well while I was struggling. But then I realized I did not have to do things alone. I began to hire coaches to help me. And yes, it was a difficult step to take. How could I spend money when I wasn't making money that I wanted? But let me tell you, no matter how uncomfortable it was one of the best things that I did for my business, because only then did my business begin to move ahead. Having a coach ties everything together. I see so many advisors struggling and hoping that something will change in their life. So many of them are just looking for information, but don't realize that all the knowledge in the world won't help them unless they implement and put into action and have someone there to help them to do that. You see, you can build a business on your own, but chances are you will get frustrated and overwhelmed. And it will take more money and more time than if you had worked with a coach. A coach will guide you and help you put things in the right direction. A coach can see things that you yourself cannot see. And a coach will bring the best out of you to help you get the results that you want. How much is it actually costing you in time and money to figure things out on your own? For me, it was close to 7 years and $250,000. I invested this kind of money so that you don't have to. Think about it. Every successful business owner, athlete, or high performer has a coach. Even one of the richest men in the world, Bill Gates, has a coach and says everyone needs a coach. Have you ever expected your clients to pay you? Hey, even you expect your clients to pay you for your expertise and skills to get them results faster. There is an easier way of getting results that you want, and you don't have to do it on your own. If you're not happy where you are at, then maybe it's time to change and look at a new way of doing things, a new way of operating your business and working with someone who was there and can help you get success faster. A good coach will support you and help you implement the things you need to act upon. They will help you to be accountable so you get the results you desire. A coach will also put together a group of other people that can help you to work towards goals to multiply everyone's effectiveness exponentially. So, do you know where you are in your business? Do you have a niche and a system that works for you to give you a consistent flow of clients? Is it time for you to invest in yourself and grow your business? Let's look at where you are today and where you will be at some time in the future. So now that you know where you are right now today, let's look at where you want your business to be 12 months from now. Now, the boxes on the right-hand side are one of 4 situations that will exist at some time in the future. So you understand that in 12 months' time, one of the 4 situations will exist. Your business will either be in the ideal place, it will be in an okay place, in a poor place, or it will be in crisis. Now I know that each of you have different goals of where you want to be, but let me show you what I hear when I talk to advisors and what they tell me. Let's start with the ideal situation. What would be the ideal situation for you? What would that look like? Most advisors tell me that their ideal business would be to have $1 million practice. Having an ideal business would mean being able to scale your business and make an impact. It would be having the time to do what you want, making the kind of money that you want to be making, to be able to afford and having the things that you want, having freedom to make choice about the things that you want. It would mean having a practice that supports you, your family, and your lifestyle. Now, what would that okay situation look like for you? Maybe it would be having $500,000 or maybe $250,000. At this level, your business would be sustainable. You would be okay, but you would be frustrated because you're limited to the kinds of lifestyle and things that you would want to be making and the choices you could make. What would a poor situation look like for you? If you're in a poor situation, you would have a little stability in your business. Maybe you're making about $100,000 or less per year, but you're not able to live the lifestyle that you really want. You would not have the choices to do the things that you want to do, and you will not be able to support your family the way that you really would want to. So then what would crisis situation look like? Well, crisis would mean that in that 1 year, you still would be in the place that you are maybe right now. You would be living paycheck to paycheck and have no real choices at all. You would not be able to do the things that you want to do in life, not be able to help to those that are close to you, and you would be frustrated and overwhelmed. So I want you to understand that success and failure are not straight lines. Success is not a straight line, it's a curve. Having any level of success feels pretty normal, like we are not making a lot of ground in the early part, but then it does accelerate upward at the end. This is true in the okay results that accelerate upwards at the end, and very true for an ideal results. The same is true for failure, only it accelerates downwards. Both of them feel okay for a long time, but then they accelerate at the end. I wonder if this was line 1, and that line 2, and that was line 3, and that was line 4. What line would you say that you are on right now? Surprisingly, most advisors that I speak to say line 3. Very few say line 2 or 1. So you can see if you are on line 3, where most advisors are, at this point in time, the movement from line 3 to 1 is practically irrecoverable. At this point, it's really actually late. But if you were going to do something right now to get you from line 3 to line 1, it's relatively a minor and relatively pain-free process with minimal amount of inconvenience. If we can get you onto line 1 to do little things that need to be done with you right now, get you focused and clear, build your foundation for your business in the next 90 days, you will enjoy the benefits of acceleration at the end for a decision that you make today. My question for you is, how long do you want to wait before you make that decision to jump lines? Are you willing to wait and risk getting to the point where you are far too late to do anything about it? Is there anything why you wouldn't want to start today to change your future? So is getting to that ideal circumstance much sooner something that you would be interested in talking about? Now, there are people who are below the line people who have above the line dreams. And there are above the line people who are getting below the line results, and they're not sure why. Now, if you're already on line 1, that's fantastic and congratulations. We find that people who are already on line 1 understand the value of accelerating their results. So one of the things we do with someone who is already line 1 is that we show them how to accelerate their progress and get there faster. So is getting to that ideal circumstance much sooner something that you would be interested in talking about? So the two things, we help people jump lines, and we also help people accelerate results. We work with two types of people, the ones that are below the line people dreaming about the above the line results. And then they are the above the line people who are getting below the line results and they're not sure why. They are the people we can help the most. So even if you're getting below the line results right now, as long as you are above the line person getting results that you are not happy with and you're not sure why, we can absolutely help you to make that change and change the lines. So how long do you want to wait before you make the decision to jump the line? What is it costing you to be on the wrong line right now? How long do you want to wait to find out that you're not accelerating to below the line results? Remember that the biggest expense in your business right now is the money you could be making right now, because you're missing that one system, method, or process, or mechanism. We can help you with that. I don't know what line you're on, but at the end of the webinar, I will invite you to a call. You have two choices. You can do this on your own and be below the line and struggle, or you can have a coach and be above the line and accelerate. You can take all the information that I have shared with you on this training and go and try to figure this out on your own. You can test and do trial and error method. You may or may not succeed. You will take up a lot of your time and it will give you a lot of frustration. Or I've got something for you available on this training. We'll set aside some time next week to speak to you personally about how you can begin to apply what the top 6.9% of top advisors do in their business. This is how it works. When we get on a call together, we will put together a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals in the next 12 months. Whatever that's $10,000 per month or $50,000 per month. We will talk about how you can attract the exact clients that you want to work with. Now, the best part is that it's free. Let's talk really quickly about who this is for, because it's not for everybody. We have some simple requirements that I need you to meet. You must be absolutely committed to hitting your income goals with total integrity, and you must have a true concern for your clients' well-being. You must also be coachable and ready to jump in and get things done. If you're not open to this, then it's not for you. You also must have knowledge that solves a major life or business problem for your clients. You must be outstanding at what you do. You must hold yourself to highest standard of integrity. If that's you, go and book your clarity session right now. So, why are we doing this? Why are we giving free calls and helping people? Well, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been there. I know the challenge you go through every day. I know what it's like to wake up in the morning and not know where the next client is going to come from. I know what it's like to want to grow my business but feeling like I'm missing something and I just can't get ahead. I want to be that person I wish I had and knew when I was in a financial business. The person that could go and help me to move ahead. I've already done the work for you. I've spent the time and money to develop that system that will help you to grow your business. I'm looking to help advisors who are like me, who want to accelerate their business and have a different life than they have right now. When we talk, we will work out the plan to grow your business. And at the end, you may want our help with that. And if you do, that's great. And if you don't, that's fine too. You can go and try to implement things on your own. But if it's a fit for us and a fit for you, then we will go ahead and make that happen. And then you can invest in us, and we will invest our time in you to help you on your path to grow your business. So to review, on the call, I will help you to get total clarity about exactly what you want your business to look like and the exact steps you should take to achieve that goal. And if you want us to help you with that, we may invite you to become one of our new clients we take on this month. And if not, that's okay. In any case, you will leave the call with an action plan to scale your business. So click below. Click below if you want to have a chat. I'm looking for the next 8 advisors who want to have 2 to 3 clients per week, and they want to add these clients to their business, or to maybe add $10,000 to $20,000 per month while working fewer hours per day. So if you want to scale your business, get more clients, book the call. Every month we take 8 advisors to join our training, and I'd love to feature you as one of the success stories in my next training. So either click the link below on this video or go ahead and go over to resetyourmoney.com/apply. What that's going to do is going to take you to a page where you can get on our calendar. On our calendar, you'll see all the available times for appointments. You'll be able to book time with us to speak to me about scaling your business. I promise you that this will be the best 45 minutes you have ever spent working on your business. Just so you know, there is no high pressure sales. We don't even make an offer to most of the advisors that we talk to. So don't worry about it. Go over to resetyourmoney.com/apply. We'll work with you and create the business that you want. I hope that you have an awesome day, and I'll speak to you on your call. This is Daniel Hanzelka. Have a great day.